welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something super fun. We are going to make apple fritters. It is apple season here in Washington, but it's kind of apple season everywhere. You can probably get fresh apples at the grocery store, but you want Granny Smith apples for this one. That's my one tidbit, but this is not my recipe. I won't take any credit for it. This is from Our Best Bites. I saw it on Facebook and then went to their website and got the recipe from them, so I don't take any credit for the recipe. They are fantastic. My girls love them, and they're going to be home from school soon, so I'm sure they're going to want one when they get home. But I'm also making them for book club tonight because that's kind of our theme we do in September is apple desserts because it's apple season. So what you're going to need for this recipe, there's two different sections that you're going to need ingredients for. One is for the mix and the other is for the glaze. So for the mix, this isn't like donuts where you have to let it rise and wait and take all that kind of time, which is the awesome thing about fritters. You just have to put all the ingredients into a bowl, mix them up, and then pour the batter straight into your oil. Speaking of oil, I am letting my oil heat up right now while I get all the ingredients going. You need it heated to 350. And I just have my little thermometer heating it up. It's at 250 right now, so it should be ready by the time we get this all mixed up. So what you're gonna need for this recipe, and I will leave a link to their actual recipe below so you can get all the measurements. You're gonna need flour and sugar, salt, baking powder, nutmeg, cinnamon, apple cider, and you wanna make sure you actually get apple cider and not just apple juice. You want the extra kind of tang from the apple cider. And then you're gonna need 2 eggs. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have all the dry ingredients in a bowl and you're gonna add the wet ingredients to that and then mix that all up. So that's what we're gonna do right now. I've got all my dry ingredients here. I'm just gonna kind of whisk them together so that the flavors are all incorporated. Ignore my oil is kind of popping back here. That's what that sound is. So I'm just gonna kind of mix up my dry ingredients. Smells really, really good because of the nutmeg and the cinnamon. Then I've got my cider. This is 3/4 of a cup of apple cider. And then I've got 2 eggs. Okay, then you're gonna mix all of that up, get it all incorporated. It's gonna be a really thick batter. So adding to that, you're gonna have the apple. Now, like I said before, you're gonna need a Granny Smith apple. You're gonna need 2 of them. So what I have done is I have peeled them and chopped them up really small, and then I'm putting them on a paper towel. And I've been soaking them, and I've been kind of soaking out the water and the moisture from the apple so that they're a little bit drier. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pour them right into my batter. And you're just gonna mix those up. I'm gonna pour in a little bit more cider. Just a little bit. So you can see that the mixture is thick consistency. You don't want it too runny. You just want to be able to grab a chunk of it, a nice good chunk, and we'll drop it into the oil. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do while you heat the oil is you're going to get the glaze going. And you're going to do 2 cups of powdered sugar, a 1/4 cup of apple cider, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. And you're going to mix up your dry ingredients again. You're going to get all those spices incorporated with the sugar. And then you're going to add the apple cider. Okay, once your oil is up to temperature, get a pan. I just put a paper towel on the pan, then I put a wire rack on top so that there's less mess when you've got your stuff dripping down on there. All right, so once your oil is up to temperature, you're just gonna take your dough, I'm gonna set it down here, and you're gonna drop it right down in. They don't need to be in pretty shapes. You can do big ones, you can do small ones. You're gonna leave them in for about 3 minutes and then flip them over. And then just a couple more minutes on the other side and they're all done. After they have cooled down for about 5 minutes, you can do this with your hands too. You're going to take them, you're just going to dip them down into the glaze, cover the top, let it drip off, and then lay it down right side up, and that's it.